What's up, YouTube? What's up, Itzy gang? Welcome back. It is time for the Itzy comeback with the Motto music video, and we will also listen to the other two new group songs at the end of this reaction, so make sure to stay to the end. So we'll listen to Glitch and You and I for the first time. My solo reactions are actually on my Patreon because I reacted to those right when the tour performances came out, so you can check those out in the link down below. But today we're going to do the new stuff. And we're here right away today because I'm in Taiwan, so it is 5 p.m. Taiwan time, 6 p.m. Korean time, and I get to be here right away for a comeback. I'm so excited. You guys know Itzy are my ults, and I can tell this is going to be song of the summer. I loved the bright, fun, colorful teasers. Definitely like totally different vibe than like the darker tunnel vision that we had over the winter. So this is what we need for the summer. And let's check it out. I'm so excited. Oh, she sounds amazing. Ooh, that was pretty. Slay. Dude, Vocal Z is here. This drum. Ready? Dive it. Oh. Oh. Is that high note? This instrumental is great too. I love the percussion. Ooh. Okay. Love. I was gonna say love all the different hair colors and hairstyles before Cherry murdered me. Fire pre-chorus. Ooh, that move is so satisfying. Ooh, fierce! This choreo is really fun. Ooh. Her tone there. That bridge? That Dalla Dalla callback moment. Love the shadows here. Oh. Love the spin. Oh. They all look so beautiful. Queens in the castle, right where they belong. Bringing back over 3-minute songs, all three group songs being over 3 minutes. Oh, sorry, I hit the mic. I'm not used to it being on me. Sorry. Those are my girls. Oh, yeah, this is song of the summer. This is giving song of the summer. This is such a jam. I love that there's so much development throughout it too, which is something that I feel like is often missing with a lot of this trend of like these 2-minute songs lately. But there's like the pre-chorus is fire. You guys know I'm a pre-chorus girl. So when that pre-chorus really gets you hyped up, that drum really speeding up, like that is everything for me. I'm especially a fan of like some nice crisp percussion in instrumentals, so I really liked how much of that there was here, and it just like instantly is gonna make me love a song. And then the chorus is super fun, and just throughout the entire song, like they all really, really showed vocals, which I loved. Again, a little bit more of a contrast from Tunnel Vision there, where there was a lot more rapping and a little bit more of that talk singing too. So this is just like all of their beautiful vocals, opening up with Leah's honey vocals. Like, sorry, I keep touching the mic. So I hope I'm not breaking your ears. But that's my girl. She just has one of my favorite voices in the world, and it makes me so happy. And then that bridge, like where it really slows down, but again, then that beat comes in, it brings it back up. Like, you just get locked in, you feel it, and it's a bright, fun song. I loved all the styling throughout. Like, I love all the different sets. I'm trying to figure out the word for them, but like they're like dollhouses almost, kind of. Like these handmade like drawings all over the sets I really love, and just all the bright colors. I mean, a lot of that like minty blue color, which usually the room I'm filming in, my room at home, is exactly that color. So they literally did this for me. But the styling throughout I really, really like. So let's go over a lot of that in this rewatch. We'll go all the way through, pause on all the moments, frame by frame. You guys know the drill. We gotta appreciate all of the beauty and get into some of the storyline throughout this music video too. But yeah, like those blue teal colors, obviously you can see, even though it's like kind of like a black white dynamic that we have, it's actually like a dark teal versus a very light like minty color. So everything's under that kind of filter. But yeah, bringing in these dollhouses. So are these? No, these aren't the sets that we see there. But interesting, got this set of escalators. Oh, wait. That's Dalla Dalla, right? The escalators. What's this one from? It's not coming to me immediately. That's from Sneakers, right? Isn't it? Oh no, this isn't. Is it? Wait. This is not Shy. That. I feel like a fake Midzy. I haven't watched the music videos in a while. I usually watch their performances. Oh my god. But these are callbacks. These are so. Oh, that's the Checkmate set. Oh no, this is Motto. But it's similar to the Checkmate concept photos. There was like those watercolor backgrounds with the draped fabric, but this is that castle at the end. Okay, so these are totally callbacks from their past music videos, and I feel like a fake fan. I haven't watched them in too long to immediately place them, but that's so cool. And then opening, like I said, with her beautiful honey vocals, and then just like all of the pastels here, it's so soft, and just like her voice, it's so nice. But then you also have like that sharp contrast. Like the colors aren't, like we have a lot of pastel colors, but they're not faded. Like we have this like full saturation throughout. And look at the makeup, like the bold contrast of her dark hair, of this perfect eyeliner, a nice extended cat eye there, and then this glossy makeup is really nice too. And then the face card is perfection. Leah's my ult idol, by the way. And then some more of that kind of ombre, just like we saw like at the beginning. But I love all the textures that we have throughout here. Like in the background, like it kind of looks like a painting, right? Because it's got those like acrylic type of paint lines, adding a little bit of texture there. You got the texture of the bricks on the castle there, and then even on the beds. This is fun, like the beds being like this plank deck kind of thing. But you've got like the draping of the bed sheets to add some more texture there, and then just Obviously all of this dimension and geometry is really nice. I also find it really interesting, like the way they play with shadows throughout this. Like there's all these shadows here, but then inside of the castle, it's just pitch black. And then again, you got that texture on the background. These braids are fun. Like I said, I love how many different hairstyles they have going on here, and then all the bright colors too. And then look at this makeup, this pink shimmer all around her eye, that highlight on the cheek and the inner corner. And it says doubt, probably says no doubt in me, maybe a little Kill My Doubt reference there. Yeah, and then like all of this drapery, like it looks kind of similar to the bed sheets, but it's like acting like water that these cars are sinking into. And then this shot is just stunning. And then here's this shadow. Like I said, they played a lot with shadows throughout that I thought was really cool. This is a shadow of the jellyfish that she has in a lot of her sets throughout. And obviously me being an NMIX reactor a lot of the time too, every time I see the jellyfish, I'm like, oh my god, answer reference, the JYP fam. But love the shirt with the circle cutouts throughout too. What does this say? Live in the present. And yeah, I love like all of the different like type of mottos that they have. Like Yeji had the no doubt in me, and then like she has it on her fingernails too later, no doubt in me. But we'll see it. But the movement of these sheets, and then with the lighting too, like you get this kind of holographic iridescent-ness, and then the moving jellyfish shadow throughout. It's just such a cool shot. And it's like the camera's totally still. Like even in this shot of Yeji too, like you've got the up and down movement of those cars. And so the camera's totally still in both this shot and then in this shot too. And there's so much movement going on throughout. Ryujin has been killing the pose game in this comeback. The concept photos here, it's just like she listened to Walk from the last album, said pose, and she took that seriously. And then like we've got a lot more grays here, so you see the silver on her nails, the silver rings, but like notice how every nail is still different, but it's all these whites and silvers, and it's just cool that they put in all the detail for that there. And then the silvery shoes too. But see, there's still texture. There's this grain to the background here, and then kind of like that painted canvasy texture to the very, very background. And then again, lots of that like draped pattern on the shirt, matching up with everything else. And then she's got a motto on her legs, but I can't tell what it is right now. There's those jellyfish again. Oh, these are heels. These are chunky heels. Fierce. And then we've got the water again. Like Ryujin's vocals are so good, and they do not get appreciated enough. So I'm so glad she's got more vocal lines in this song, because especially like since Born to Be album, she has absolutely leveled up the vocals, and she has such a nice tone. And then Chaeryeong, she looks stunning. Look at this glow in her eye too. It just adds so much. Like they're all just glowing throughout this. They are just radiating such brightness. And then the pitch black hair, it adds so much contrast. I've always said, I loved blonde Chaeryeong. Blonde Chaeryeong was like almost too powerful though. But like I think black is her best hair color because it just adds like such a bold contrast to her, and she looks amazing. And then you've got all the movement again in this set, but still the still camera. But you've got this crane with the piece of the bridge that's kind of crumbling apart. It's on fire too. Interesting. Gonna see how this storyline kind of comes together. But again, love the styling. Like so many different textures and layers on the styling too. Oh, and then even like the sparks from that fire are coming up around her. That high note, Again, Chaeryeong's another one who her vocals are underrated. She has just such a soft, sweet vocal tone that I love so much. And yeah, like I said, Vocal Z is here today. But see, like then for Yuna's part, that instrumental coming down, we're starting to build up. Ooh. I love that with that low voice. Ooh, like that. Love. You guys know I'm a sucker for a low register. But like we're starting that build up here, and then I love the rhythm of these lines too. It just is like very satisfying. And then this is interesting. It's like each of the shots for right like here, like they're like these really pretty shots, but then there's like something a little bit darker there. Like we have this kind of creepy tree in the background here, and then Chaeryeong had that fire. And then again with all the texture, like look at this, like it looks like it's like textured fabric. They just did a really good job with like all these little details in the shots to give that like kind of artistic, like handmade vibe to the set. And then the stars in the background matching the kind of sparks and ash that was coming up through Chaeryeong's shot really helped transition these two. Love the fishnet type. See, and then like the way it comes down, like the instrumental like nearly stops. It just like, it really makes you pause for a second. And then that instrumental comes back, and it comes back hard. Those drums come back fast. This outfit is stunning. I love the flower decals and then this thick asymmetrical belt. Like it just goes from nothing, and then it's like, let's freaking go. And I love it. And she looks amazing. And then see that camera work really speeds up too. Like it's been these like little slower shots on Chaeryeong, and then like the cuts get faster too as that drum comes in, and now we kind of just like speed right across Leah here. And then I love the tilt. Like just really building up that sense of urgency as we come into the chorus. And then the color coordination here with her outfit is really nice, like this blue-green matching the skirt, the like kind of mesh legging, but just like adds a little bit more tone to the skin. And then this tan top matching up here. Ready? Dive it. Okay, and then like I said, there's like that one like kind of dark piece of each shot. Like for this shot, it could be interpreted as the water, like because she's trying to stay afloat. But then it's like, what were the lyrics? Yeah, as long as you're by my side, like you being the group, and then also they said this song was for Itzy, so like as long as we're by their side, they can jump in, they can dive in into whatever seems scary, whatever seems dark, because they know you have you by your side. Ready? Dive in. Oh, these shots are all so gorgeous. And then I love like dive in, and then it takes us into this kind of like tunnel, and then that lighting changes, like you got this darker blue and then it gets into the lighter blue, so it feels like we just kind of like, this shot is us diving in, and then you still got the rolling waves of the floor, so it's like similar to the ocean too. And then love the way they play with all the layers in the shots, like having each of them lined up like that. And then here, like again, all the different shapes and geometry, it allows for a lot of different shadows too, and so much texture. So it's just really cool throughout. And then all of the different layers, different places that they're at, just a lot of fun. And I love that this is they like pre-released this chorus choreo as like the challenge choreo. I love that they did not tone down the choreo or make it simple just so it can be a viral TikTok challenge. They went all out. Like, this is intricate, this is complicated, this is Itzy high energy choreo, and it's still gonna be a super fun challenge. And I bet a lot of people are going to do it because same choreographers as That's a No-No, so it's going to be fierce. The movement in this shot is insane. Like, there's so much texture, the way the lighting plays off all of it. Ugh. And then the fringe on her outfit too, also moving kind of in the wind, is just incredible. And then even in just like these shots, that lighting, you can see it kind of rolling through the shot too. So it just adds more of that kind of texture, of that depth with all the shadows. Love the duo moments, and it's like they're looking into each other's eyes because they're the members that are always here for them, but then at the same time, because they're placed like this, they're also looking into our eyes at the same time, because like we're the midsies, we're always with them too, and we're a part of their family. And then also look at the way, like the main color here is this like blue teal color, but then our accents have been like this kind of yellowy tan and then that light pink. You can even see the way the light reflects off of it in this iridescent way. It is those two colors as well. So just really, really nice. Like, look at the depth of this shot. The way it opens up, and then there's just another castle back there with all of the same textures and geometry. We got all these like RVs in between, and like we've gone from the bright into the dark back there. Interesting. And then, like just as we cross the barrier from this like brighter set into this gray set. Oh, because they're gonna infuse the color into the set. But then like you see like the shots get darker, it's much more shadowed here. You kind of have like a little bit of like that vignette effect, just with the lighting here. The slower shots, these like a little bit more somber faces and expressions. So just changing up the mood as we go into the second verse. This shot of Yuna is stunning. Ooh. Like, she just looks so perfect. And then again, love the glow that they have with that lip balm, lip oil, whatever they got going on. See, there's the nails in me. So the other one, does the other one show up in this shot yet? The other one, I'm assuming it says no doubt and then in me. So that was cool. But then, like, love that the elements from the first verse are still here in the second verse. Like, we've got the ocean, we've got from Yujin's shot, we've got the fire from Chaeryung's shot, we've got the dark night sky with the stars from Yuna's shot. But then look, it's Yujin herself holding the sun. She's the one bringing in the light. Oh, it's her hair that says no doubt, not the other nails. That's so fierce. Oh, I love that. That's awesome. But I love the way like she says delight, like with that like softness and breath. Oh, and then the other side is the moon. Oh. This fit too, like the dark version of the other outfit that we had. The cutouts that we got going on here. And then the two-tone hair. This says present, live in the present, live for something like that. But then like the white, elegant drapery of the jellyfish to contrast it. Like she's bringing that in. And I mean, we saw how amazing Yuna's vocals are through her solo, and I love that we're bringing even more of that now into the group songs. But this shot at Chaeryeong, this is one of my favorite shots of the whole music video. Also, love the way the light reflects off these like almost, I don't know what they are, like foil almost here. But this pose, with the hairography, oh girl, work, work. And the red, matching the fire there again. Most real, and then most real. That's awesome. I'm just trying to see. Looks like we've got a wing in this drawing. Kind of hard to tell what else anything is, but an interesting detail on the back there. This is also so fierce, like the rhinestones in the hair, and then this look back with the little, like, she knows she's that girl. And then the smirk too, come on. My meaning, okay. And then love the blonde, like I said, so many fun hair colors. This pose, this look, oh, the stare. And then again, love the framing of this, like the feet super up close, all the different layers you get with the layers of fire, and then the two turrets, or I guess they're not full turrets, but you know what I mean. Just like dividing, like her feet are in front of them, but then her body's behind them. It just makes such a cool framing for this shot, and just really accentuates her stare. I am the most real. Okay. And then we've got the little black and white flashes. Her putting on the No Doubt in Me hat. There's that My Meaning shirt. Her smile just starts to turn up in these two frames. Live in the present. Ooh, so good. But yeah, that's again like kind of that similar thing, like coming to that black and white, like those moments of doubt, those moments of darkness or sadness, but then like putting on the No Doubt in Me hat, or like looking at each other and then like diving in and getting rid of all that doubt. Oh, the other nail does say no doubt. Okay, fierce. Like, so fun with all the layers of these shots. Like, this styling is so cool, and then very layered styling as well. Lots of different patterns, lots of different colors, and yet it works. Like, these flare pants, and then the shiny, like, fringy belts, the chunky heels. Like, come on, the tea! The tea! Love this too. Oh, and this is the outfit she just had on, and now it's on the hangers. And then as you come into this shot, you can see her in the mirror in the background too, which I thought was interesting. Just like they really went all out on like playing with all of the layers in each shot. It's all so intricate. See there, you can see it more. And like I said, that is just so satisfying. But like, see, we got all our same colors, but they're just used in different ways here. We got the blues, those pinks, that tan color. Oh, and there's that dress too. Like, this is so much fun. Oh, that's not what I asked for. And then like having the staircase railings in there too, and then this wall being diagonal, so it's not all just like flat lines. You've also got lines that come across, and then the whole thing is a circle. So you just have like every geometric shape in there. It creates a lot of contrast and keeps the shots really, really interesting. I was gonna say, I love the wavy hair here, and then this pose, it hits so hard. I can't wait to see this in the full choreo. And then I just took note of this right here because like we noticed those like staircases and those railings, and this creates a very similar visual to that, especially with the shadows it puts off. So then we end up transitioning into this shot with like these, like the, I don't know, the like layers of it really well. So I thought that was an interesting detail. And they're still spinning as they're in that shot too. Just so pretty. Like the lighting, again, there's like a little bit of like that vignette kind of around the sides just to really focus in on them, and it's just so bright on their faces. Like they're just glowing here. And then in these shots, like as compared to the ones at the beginning of the verse, like you can tell the mood is lightened up more, like the facials, they're not like super like, oh my god, I'm so happy, but it's like a more relaxed happiness, like this contentness about them, as opposed to like that more somber, like slightly troubled attitude to the ones at the beginning of the verse. Like see that lighting, like it's like much more spotlit on her. It's just so nice. And there's so much contrast, like with the bright whites that they're wearing, and then having the dark shadows that come around them because of that harsh lighting. This shot of Yeji is so cool. And then I love like the simple styling too, like just the contrast between this styling and then the, like I said, the ones with all of the layers and all of the textures like in these shots. It just adds like something, these shots feel more intimate. And it's just a nice vibe. Oh, I love what she does with the motto on that last one, like that lower and then a little bit higher for a second. I'm not the best at describing vocals, but you know what I'm talking about. Like, just really cool there. And now see these RVs that were plain gray before, they've brought their color into them. This Russian shot, stun. And then like I love how as we're moving back into the more like painted shots, like we're kind of combining the two different like kind of sets of the verses where there were more natural shots versus more of the ones with like the hand drawn and painted elements. So it's kind of like bringing like the world that you create, that you paint and draw your own world, and you bring that into the real world too, where there is that darkness. You bring it on top of it, and then it's all, even within the darkness, you add your brightness to it, and that's life. But as they're like kind of adding it to these shots, then we move back over to more of the drawn shots, and it transitions really nicely. The shooting stars coming through, again playing with those layers. And then we go from sunrise to sunset, through the day again. So many different colors. And again, the camera doesn't move at all for like a full like 2 seconds here. And it's just because we get so much color, so much movement through the background. Plays a lot with those layers. You got these 2 layers here, and then just like some slight movements from them too. And it's just a really lively, cool shot. You know, And see, so many songs these days would just end it there, and it would be 2 minutes and 20 seconds. But no, we have a full bridge, and that's what really, really adds to the development of this song. That's what makes it a song that sticks with you, that really means something. And then again, we come back to these slower shots, that more like somber attitude, like kind of picking yourself up. And then I love that little echo in the production too. I'm not gonna talk this time, but you can really hear that the vocal just like echo a little bit, and it's really nice. But like that's really nice. Like it feels like with that echo, like it feels like you're in the room with them. Like in the rooms that they're in right there, those tight spaces. So it adds that sense of intimacy to the song. Like they kept saying like this song is for Midzy, and it shows their love for Midzy. Like you really feel that through a lot of these production choices too. And then you also, especially in this shot, like where you're getting a little bit of that reverb, you're also getting this lighting moving around a bunch too. It's like kind of like fading in and out there, and it goes along with that echo of the music, which I really like. Mug. But like, see, like that bridge, there's so much development in it. As that instrumental comes and picks up again, like we've got all this darkness, again, these really bold shadows with that low lighting. Then you get those really long silhouettes, which is always really nice. Like, yes, girl, that shoulder. Oh, she knew she worked it. Leah's smile is so pretty. Like that key change right there, like that really hits. And then Yeji power vocals, like the development, the intensity, and like you throughout that bridge, like you really don't know where it's going next. It goes in a lot of directions, and it's so unexpected. And that's always something I really love about a song, when it keeps you guessing. And that's what I think really is the number one thing that will keep you coming back to a song. Like there's a lot of songs that trend that will be good melodies and good songs, and it's like it's nice to listen to, but it doesn't necessarily call you back to it. When a song has something where it like feels really unexpected, and it like takes you on that journey, that's what really makes it stick in my mind. And then this bright light coming from the little castle that they made. This shot. Ooh. And that's why she's one of the 4th gen visuals. And then Chaeryeong's smile here. The way you can see it extend to her eyes. So pretty. Stunning. The bare eyes here. A lot of this makeup in these white shots is pretty bare. And again, it adds to that feeling of intimacy. Like she's just really like looking into our eyes and looking into our soul here. And then, this Dala Dala moment. Because they're always our confident girls. And like that's one of the things I've really loved about the development of their music throughout the years. Like it always started like with this message of confidence and self-love, but then through the years they've also taken the time to acknowledge the darker side of that too, and the journey that it takes to get there. We saw a lot of that in stuff like Bet on Me, Imaginary Friend, Girls Will Be Girls, and bringing it here too. But this backlighting, is incredible. Like the silhouettes and the glow around them, like that's just like that's an it group shot. Like come on. And then the power vocal finishes, spotlight, ugh. And then fun slay, love it. Ooh, this outfit with that choker, stun. Oh, I love the neckline on this. This looks just like that water and those drape shots that we had. See, and there's the jellyfish again in the background. It's all coming together. And there's the cars and the moon. See, it all connects. Oh, this shirt is made from ties. Wait, that's really, really cool. Especially because you guys know Ryujin loves a suit, loves a tie. So kind of adding her style into this more bright, more feminine style for her, that's a really cool look. And then see, now we've turned the gray castle into one full of color. And this choreo looks like it's gonna be really fun too. Like bouncy, this jumping, and then this little turn here with the flick of the leg. I love. See the shadows on this. When you get that low lighting, you get stunning, long, big shadows like this. And it plays with those layers a lot again too. And then what I like about these shots too is there's just a little bit of camera movement. It's not enough that it's like gonna make you dizzy or anything, but it's just like very slight movements of the camera moving with their movements. Like as Leah comes up and then she comes down and then like to the side, to the side. Just the slight movements of the camera with it, again, just like adds to that kind of feeling that like you're there with them. Love that spin there. Ooh. This choreo is going to be so much fun to go through when we react to that later on. Like these shots, again, all those layers, and these are all of like the sets that we had throughout, just all coming together and then kind of forming these waves too. And then you got, this is that bridge that Chaeryeong was on at the beginning too. So many Chaeryeongs, what a dream. Oh, and this castle in the background. There's the fire again, but we've cooled it off. And just the face cards, like, come on. See, and then ending up there, the dimension, the layers, the logo right here, and then even down here, like there's like almost like this type of this like mimicry of the draping, but kind of with like actual like stone materials. So that's just really cool too. But yeah, I mean, I love it. Obviously, those are my girls. Like, they're my day ones. The group that introduced me to K-pop, and they always do it for me. They always make a song that is gonna hit, that is also meaningful at the same time. And like I said, I really like how they incorporate both like the bright side and that a bit of that dark side of self-love into all of their songs now. So I thought this music video was amazing. I loved all the colors, all the outfits, just the way that, like, it's just such a different style of music video with that kind of like whimsical, like handmade type of vibe that we had going on, and allowed them to really play with a lot of texture and a lot of dimension. So it was definitely a fun one to analyze, just since we haven't really seen one in a style like this too much before. So let's move on to the other two songs that we'll just listen to real quick. I couldn't find them on YouTube yet because it's literally, I started this as soon as it dropped. So we're just going to listen to them on Spotify. So I probably won't get too much of the lyrics, but that's okay. We're just going on vibes. But look at that. Over 3 minutes. And see, I knew motto was going to be SOTY because it's exactly 3 minutes and 13 seconds, which is the exact same track length as Untouchable, which is the greatest song of all time that I've listened to over 6,000 times. So I knew the connections were all there. It was going to happen. So that's the Untouchable reference, obviously. And then, like I said, solos, I reacted to all of those when the tour performances dropped back in, I think, December or January. They're on the Patreon. So if you need a link to it, let me know down below and I can directly link you to it. But the link to my Patreon itself is in the description. And we got lots of Itzy content over there. We actually just watched all of the Itzy Limujin services. So that was really nice to get like an extra appreciation of all their vocals before coming to this new comeback. But yeah, let's check out Glitch and You and I. Oh. This is super experimental. Like, I have no idea where any of this is going. Oh. This song is like confusing me in a good way. Like I'm always like bopping along to this song and I'm like having a hard time doing it because I don't know where it's going. I like they say gonna make it pop and then like you get this like popping kind of instrumental. I like the duh. See, like, it's so unexpected with that chorus because I expected the drop to, like, instantly bring in the energy, but then the energy actually doesn't come in until, like, halfway through. Low register, Yuna. Ooh. This outro is cool. I mean, yeah, Glitch is a very accurate name for that song. Like, super experimental, but like, I feel like it's like the same vein as like 8-Bit Heart, but this is a bit more polished. I did not enjoy 8-Bit Heart very much. It was a little bit too all over the place, a little bit too much of that digitization for me. That like digital sound is not my favorite thing. I feel like they polished it up a lot more here, and we got a lot more organic vocals. So I really like that. And then we got the energy in the chorus, because like at first I was like, I kind of wanted some more in this chorus, but then it comes in, and it's like that's the glitch effect. It glitches, and you like the drop. It's like, is that an anti-drop? Maybe I don't. I never know what the technical terms are. Don't don't kill me for that. But yeah, super interesting song, and it's always songs like that like confuse you at first that I end up coming back to the most. Like with Yuna's album, you guys saw my listening party for that. B-Boy was like that. Like it was one that you like really didn't know where it was going, and I wasn't sure how I felt about it at first. And then that ended up being the one that like I just kept going back to the most. So I kind of expect the same to happen with Glitch here. Like it needs some time to process. It hasn't fully processed yet, but it's cool. And that bridge was really good, and then the outro was really interesting, and it brought up that energy. So yeah. And now we got You and I. Okay, I like this beat. It's like really satisfying to me. The production is really nice too. They sound really clear. Most beautiful voice. Haven't gotten much rap throughout these songs, so add some there. Ooh. I like the rhythm of this a lot. Ooh, that was cool. Nah, a little bit, that low tone right at the end there. See, I love that we have this like really organic vocal in the pre-chorus, and then add some more processing as we get into the chorus. Like the contrast is nice, and it's not overly processed here. It's just enough that you get like that kind of cool sound. You get a little reverb from it, but it doesn't feel fully digital, which is where you start to lose me. The instrumental is like super atmospheric here. That is interesting. Ooh. The ad-libs. Wow, they really went like really experimental with these tracks. All three of them. Like Motto is obviously a little bit less experimental than the other two, but they still had like that touch to it that was like very interesting and very unexpected and unpredictable. Those are like, they're not super high energy B-sides. I don't think I'm gonna have them like on repeat, because like my on repeat playlist is like high energy dance pop, but are definitely ones that I'm going to go back to, because it's like I just need to listen to them a few more times and really let my brain process through it all because they're really cool, and there's a lot of interesting touches with those instrumentals and with the way that they processed it. I think they had a good balance of the processing here and with the level of like digitization that they use. Like I said, 8-bit Heart was a little bit too much for me, but I feel like they toned it down a little bit here, added some more organic vocals, and that like kind of atmosphericness to some of it too. It really immerses you. Yeah, like it's sometimes weird to do a first listen to reaction to these because like I haven't fully processed yet. I can't fully describe it too well because it's like I already forgot what happened because it went in so many different places that I wasn't expecting. But a really cool experience. Like listening to those was an experience. So yeah. Um, and then obviously we've got the solos. My ranking for them as of now, I haven't heard the studio versions yet, obviously, so it could change. But my ranking as of now, Undefined on top. It's literally been stuck in my head all day. As my when I was on the 15-hour plane ride here, I watched the full Tunnel Vision concert as my entertainment. Made that plane ride go so fast. But Undefined is like by far my favorite. And then I think Look in second. And then probably Asylum and Pocket tied, and then Tangerine, which I like Tangerine, but like they're just all so good. So it's hard. They're all great, but I still have to rank them in an order. But yeah, that's what my ranking is so far. It could change, but let me know all of your guys' thoughts below. Which of the 3 group tracks is your favorite? Which of the solos is your favorite? I'm just really interested to see what all of you guys think. Because like I said, that was a whole experience. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. It was really cool to listen to these songs. I'm interested to see who these arrangers are, what the credits are. Can we... Do I know any of these people? Oh, Sisa. Yep. That's the GOAT. That's the GOAT. She always is going to do something really, really cool. That totally makes sense. Yep. And then Sisa again on those vocal arrangements. They totally had her name written all over it. So, gotta add these to my Sisa Bangers playlist. Because she's so cool. Like, she really does always serve you something unexpected. And I really, really like her style. And she's been one of my favorite producers lately. She's newer to the scene, but like she's done like Papillon, Spinning on It, Phoenix by NMix, Full Moon, Blue Clue by Viviz, Overflow 2. So yeah, definitely recommend just like checking out all of her producer or arranger credits because they're always really cool songs. Like she just has such a developed yet unique style. So just want to give her all her flowers here because she's awesome. But yeah, that's all I got to say for today. Let me know all of your thoughts down below. I saw that they're going to have a dance practice, a full dance video rooftop version, and then also fruit version. So those are coming out over the next few weeks. Obviously, I'm in Taiwan right now. I will be overseas for the next 3 weeks. So when I come back and into my normal scenery again, that's when we will react to the choreography. So hold tight, but we've got lots of fun stuff to react to when I finally get the chance. And yeah, obviously we'll also have travel vlogs coming, so stay tuned for that. Let me know if there's anything you want to see from Taiwan, Japan, or Hawaii, also in the comments. But obviously couldn't miss this, and so happy to be in the same time zone for the drop. But yeah, I will see you guys next time.